Good morning and welcome to RANsquawk's e-morning briefing for the 12th of April 2010. The overwhelming news story has been the news that broke late yesterday. Teleconference call of the Eurozone finance ministers have agreed a backstop for Greece. EU members will contribute some 30 billion euros, a massive amount, as well as the IMF. They're looking to add a further 10 to 15 billion. That will be in 3-year and 1-year loans. One of the most notable things from that is that the interest rate on those loans is to come at around 5%, so significantly below the market rate of just over 7%, so very favourable in terms of being able Greek to finance if it were to be the case. Also as well, though, one important thing to note is the Greek finance minister has been quick to stress that the government has not actioned this plan as yet, and it is just a backstop, and they will continue to go on their US roadshow later on this week to conduct the various bond sales they're looking to achieve for their financing needs over the next few months. But again, a mechanism has been outlined, 30 billion from the EU members as well as around 15 from the IMF. That in turn then has seen that Greek Bund 10-year bond yield spread narrow significantly. It's down around 75 basis points at the moment. Severe short covering as well seen overnight. The Asian session for euro at the European entrance, euro dollar was trading up around 170 pips, however it has pared back slightly from that. And we did have an initial higher opening in terms of the major European stock indices as well as the FTSE 100. However, they've pared back slightly to hold on to just marginal gains of around 1/10. Breaking it down on a sector basis, financials, they are the best performers following that Greek news, where they have been weighed down heavily over the last week on the lack of clarity. But on the flip side, basic materials and oil and gas are dragging the equities slightly lower this morning. In terms of other news flow, in FX, worth noting, Euro Swiss is trading up around 50 pips. That was following some comments on Sunday from SNB member Dan Thine, who did stress that the central bank has all the tools and the means necessary in order to intervene to stop the Swiss franc strengthening any further. So in Euro Swiss up around 50. And individual stock news is worth noting that UBS in their latest press release, a pre-announcement ahead of their first quarter earnings, has said that they'll swing to a profit of around 2.5 billion Swiss francs for Q1. They're seen up individually around 3%. In terms of the calendar for today, it's going to be pretty quiet. There isn't really any major economic releases from the US. We'll just have the monthly budget statement that'll be due later on this evening.